your girl Katia, and today I'm going to talk to you about season 3 of The Crown, which has just been released on Netflix. Season 1 and 2 are still on there, so if you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, you can still watch. This season we have a new queen. The queen is played by Olivia Colman, fresh off her Oscar win for The Favorite, and we have a new Princess Margaret in Helena Bonham Carter. Bonham Carter, as you know, has been out there and has been working for a long time, so she's not new to this. And this is, I think, a great role for her because this season we get to see a little bit more into Princess Margaret and her continuing struggle of being the younger sister, of being more spirited, and she's rebelling and she is drowning, I believe, in some sense of depression and feels not loved nor supported by her family. And on top of that, her marriage is just falling apart. And so it's a series of events and a lot of great material to show Helena Bonham Carter how great of an actress she really is. Along with that, we also get a little bit more insight into Prince Philip, played by Tobias Menzies. A lot of you know who he is, but you may not know his name. He's been on great shows such as Rome, as well as Games of Thrones. So we also get to see how Philip is struggling with becoming an older man, and we get to know a little bit more about Philip's side of the royal family. Previously, we knew that he was of Greek, he's a refugee, but he was of royal blood and they had to leave Greece. This season we get to see a little bit on how he coped with that, and we get to know some other members of his family, which I think is great because we don't know much, I think, in terms about him as a man other than he's Queen Elizabeth's husband. Adding on is Josh O'Connor as Prince Charles. So we also start to see Charles' story arc as he's becoming a young man and trying to find his way, as he's also prepping for taking more of a bigger role in the royal family as the heir apparent. And the storyline between him and Camilla begins, right? And it shows you a little bit how they met and so forth and so forth. And it leaves, you will see that there's some intertwining between Charles, Camilla story, and Princess Anne. I'm not going to talk about that. You're going to have to watch. But it's interesting to see how the circle is so tight and how these folks just don't really mingle outside of that circle, so to say. But I think it's great, and we're getting a little glimpse into Princess Anne's life as well. So the kids are getting older and everything is expounding. Now, but the big story is still Queen Elizabeth. How is she able to continue and hold on to her reign as Britain is going through a severe recession to the point that the British pound is devalued? And these are all things that she has to contemplate with as well. For the first time, deal with a prime minister who's not necessarily a supporter of the monarchy. So she's having to learn, as well as the empire is starting to crumble. Television is a new medium for the royal family, and we also get to learn why they decided they did a documentary a couple of years back to show a little bit more of a human side to people, to preserve once again the monarchy. Because again, as I just stated, England was going through a recession and people were saying, why should we support these people that don't necessarily work and don't contribute anything while we're struggling? We also get to find out how she's adjusting to ruling. She's learning that she can no longer just rule from the palace and just give a statement. The people want to see her, they want to interact with her, they want to feel with her. They want to see her and they want to feel that she is empathetic to them and to the struggles of the country. So she's having, again, to learn to adapt, to be a little bit more modern, a modern monarch. The great storylines are still there and the acting is still amazing. This is a little bit more of a slower pace because again, these characters are going through different arcs, and we don't have all the focus on Elizabeth. We get to see more from Margaret, and the kids are coming up. The one thing that I kind of was surprised that they really didn't get into was the kidnapping of Princess Anne. That was a huge thing, but they kind of just hinted to it, but they really didn't get into it. I still love this show. I think it's an amazing show, and I'm looking forward to season 4 as we get to see the storyline move a little bit more towards Princess Charles, and by then they should be introducing you know, Princess Diana and who they're going to get to play that, and how and why, and you know, who put the pressure on him. Also, like I said, it's still, some people may think it's a little bit slower and it drags the time, but no, I just found that what they were doing was laying the foundation for some of these newer characters and for the maturity of the kids. They didn't just automatically go, okay, here is Charles, he's an adult, and this is what it is. Also, you're going to find that the royal family has to resolute with some of its ghosts from the past this season. And it's interesting how they deal with that. But overall, I'm very pleased. It's hard when you kind of love a show and then they transition as far as actors. We knew they would, because Claire can't play somebody, I mean she can, but it would be makeup and all of that, play somebody in their 30s and their 40s. But I think Olivia was the perfect choice, and everyone else that they chose. Tell me what you think about this season. Let me know, do you feel that the storyline was a little bit too slow? Do you feel like it needed a little bit more development? I always find with The Crown, I get so caught up in everything that I end up binging it, and then I feel a little bit sad, and I feel a little bit like, oh no, that's it, I have to wait like a whole nother year to see my favorite royals. But I thoroughly enjoyed the show. I definitely think it's a type of show that you can't just watch one episode. And great job for season 3. Again, leave your comments, leave your thoughts. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next go around.